Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greeting audiences, my name is Panya Muzaffar Hartono and I am from Insan Rabani Senior High School. In our lives, we face a lot of adversaries, whether it's as little as waiting in traffic or as life-changing as applying for a job position. But this may make one think, wouldn't life be easier without these obstacles? Well, to answer that question, I want to tell a little story that might offer up some perspective on this topic. The person I want to talk about today goes by the name of Soichiro Honda. Honda spent his early childhood helping his father, a blacksmith, in his bicycle repair company. And at the time, his mother was a weaver. Honda wasn't interested in traditional education, and when report cards were given by the school and required to be given back with stamps of family seals, those were proof that the parents were have to seen it. Honda's disinterest towards traditional education also resulted in a series of bad grades, and coupled with his petite stature, he received a lot, and I mean a lot, of physical and verbal harassments from his peers. This led to a period of depression where Honda had no aspirations or motivations in his life. At this time, Honda also participated in auto races where he became interested in cars and motorcycles. He even tampered with engines. Honda's first attempt at a personal motor company was in the mid-1940s, where he manufactured and designed engines that can be stuck to bicycles, resulting in a motorcycle in on itself. Well, at first this little experiment was for himself, but over time people started noticing his craftsmanship and even commissioned engines to be made by him. Eventually, Honda organized Seiki Tohei to manufacture piston rigs that were often sold to Toyota. Yes, the huge Japanese manufacturing company. Motivated by this newfound success, Honda created the official Honda Motor Company and sold his first line of motorcycles, named the D-Dream motorcycles. These motorcycles were not only successful and sold across Japan, but Honda managed to be the largest motor manufacturing company in a decade, having larger international sales than Nissan and Toyota themselves. Well, not only that, Honda was also revered amongst the international market, and even regarded as unusual by business Japanese firms for promoting their executives not only for their age but also for their performances. This was one of Honda's admiration towards Western business practices, and was also quite prideful in his independence from Japanese business ethos. Now, all this talk about Honda's great success, and what does it have to do with our previous question? Well, did you know that Honda was not a very bright kid, nor was he an athletic one? But he was clever. He made fake stamps out of tires. He made engines for motorcycles at the age of 15. What does this mean? What does this mean? This means that even though you are not held up by the status quo, doesn't mean that you have less worth. exactly the opposite. You have exactly the same, if not more worse than the people around you. Don't be discouraged by a few bad grades or how your body looks like. The most important thing is that you become the best you the way you like it. Secondly, what other lessons can we take from Honda's story? Well, did you know that Honda was rejected not once, not twice, but 3 times? Imagine being rejected and ridiculed in such a manner. And this was before he created his Honda Motor Company. Imagine all the setback he has to face during his rise to power. Well, what this means for us and for those who come after us is that no matter how much people try to bring you down, no matter how many failures you need to endure, just know that as long as you have the determination and the will to do whatever you want, to do whatever you believe in, nothing is impossible. All you need is a little hope and a lot of patience. Listen, Honda's story is looked up to by so many people across the world. And maybe young entrepreneurs will work hard and follow in his footsteps. And in these hard times, we wonder to ourselves why we try, why we have to keep going. But the truth is, after Honda's story and what became of it, it's not a matter of why we keep going, it's how. As Soichiro Honda himself once said, success is 99% failure. So, live the best of your life. Don't waste it. You only live once and it's not gonna spend itself. I hope my speech is useful to you all. That is all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.